Hello guys, and welcome to episode 67 of my Empire Total War campaign, playing as Great Britain on very hard difficulty. Today we are going to be having a fun little battle with our second rate versus their bomb catch. This could actually end quite badly if the bomb catch does a lot of damage, but it's worth the try, I think, anyway. Now, what I did notice when I just finished recording the last episode is that a lot of my regions aren't being taxed. So we're going to go ahead and go through that. Generally what I do, like at the end of the episodes, is sort of quickly go through like all of the tabs just to check what there is to do in like the next episode. And this is something that I noticed. So let's go over to Teleco. And we will take off that. We can go to this one, Chicasa, take off that. Looks like these will remain happy, which is fine. That, lovely jubbly. And then if we jump over to Morocco, I'm pretty sure we can do it here as well. Yep, good. So that's now going to increase our income to 9,800. Not too bad. Pretty damn good. The other thing that we might be able to do is move this agent down to like Gibraltar or something, because there is 2 max rank missionaries here, right? And we have a Protestant missionary trying to convert Madrid, but it's completely pointless because he's basically being counteracted. So if we do move down to Gibraltar instead, he can then convert here, which is good. And then we can move him to Tangiers afterwards to convert from Islam to Protestantism. That's nice. Right, let's get this battle underway. We'll go and sink them. Let's fight this on the battle map. So this will allow us to see both the second rate in action and also the bomb catch. The bomb catch will have quite a lot of range on us, I believe. Hopefully we have the wind with us, because this is an unwieldy beast. I'll tell you that much. Huge ship though. Triple decker. Lovely stuff. Okay, we are sort of sailing upwind, which is nice. Look at all of those sails. It's such a huge ship. It's a shame we can't really compare it to other ships. I guess there is this one over here. Let's just jump over to it. This is the bomb catch. It has basically these 2 mortars on the front of it. There's a few guns on the side, but this should be over pretty quickly. It's a huge ship on the horizon. Let's follow their small ship. Maybe it will start firing their mortars. I just want to see a broadside. Like a broadside from our second rate. Oh shit, I just missed them firing. See how accurate they are. Pretty big target. So it's unlikely they're going to miss. Ooh, ouch. I actually killed quite a lot of my crew doing that. Ouch indeed. We're going to want to try and avoid those shots if we can. Yeah, not sure they really affect the hull integrity of the ship too much. We actually have 4 guns on the front. That's pretty nuts. Right, here we go. Turning into the wind. So I'm going to unleash a broadside into this poor bomb catch. flying. That's insane. How fast do they reload, I wonder? A lot of guns firing at once. It's currently routing. We have already won. Ideally I want them to surrender, so I'm just going to blast them to oblivion. Then I might be able to capture it. Oh, I think they blew up. Well, they would have if it hadn't just ended. Goodbye, bomb catch. I guess that would be one thing that's quite bad about those bomb catches, is they are relatively explosive.
Where to, Captain?
But this actually needs fixing up, believe it or not, so that's kind of weird. I'm very tempted to kind of go through here and see if we can get some ships to Cagliari. Might just test the waters with my second rate. Let's sort of come to here, see if we see anything. Ooh, that's not good. It's a few galleons. Back to port we go. We're going to have to recruit ourselves some more ships. Otherwise I just won't have enough. So where are we spending our... We'll get an admiral's flagship. That seems like a good idea. Then we can get some third rates. They're a little bit more maneuverable. So that's what we'll start making. Then we need to fix up this ship. And then in the coming turns what we'll do is add more to this queue. Probably just some 5th rates and 4th rates. Having a big navy is certainly something that the British excel at doing. So that's what I intend to do. Okay, great. Go to our armies now. I believe in the Americas we should be fully replenished. Yep, we are good to go.
Your humble servant. At the ready.
I'm gonna send these guys this way. We can't attack them this turn, but that is fine. What we are going to do is grab, I think, just loads of militia, actually. What else do we have here? We'll send 3 militia and a colonial line infantry. And those guys can go and take Santa Fe, I think. Then the rest of the army, the Hessian line infantry and the grenadiers and stuff, they can all move on towards Texas. Hopefully we can move out already. Hoping we can. Okay, we cannot. Let's exempt this from tax for now, so that we can move out. Lovely.
Ready for orders.
That's really good. So that's those armies moved in the Americas. This 12-pounder foot artillery can now move to Munich. So that's fine. Leopold is quite happy with his men, I think. Do we need any more men here? Probably not. It's like more than enough. Okay. Time for this army to move on. And Benedict Thorn. I think I'm just going to have him move down to this port. Reason being that he can then just board straight away and we can get on with our journey in 3 turns. I can also, of course, bring over some ships from this blockade, but I think the more we take away, the less money we make. So for example, if I take this brig out,
Underway.
does it make a difference?
On deck. Aye, aye, still shipshape.
Not
Aye,
making
aye,
a
sir.
difference.
Way aye, anchor.
Oh, okay.
Aye, aye, ships. Orders.
Well, let's just take out all these light ships.
Aye, sir.
Yeah, that hasn't affected
Yes,
how much
Your
we're
Majesty.
making. And then we'll
Where
have
to,
these
Captain?
guys go and join the
Yes,
second rate.
Still shipshape.
And then once the 3 third rates are built, we can probably defeat this Spanish navy and hit Cagliari. Brilliant. Might also be worth building ships elsewhere if we can. I did before have 2 military ports here, didn't I? But I deleted one. Actually deleted 2. It seems to have been a bit of a mistake because now I kind of want to build more ships, but I don't have the means to. Oh well. We'll just keep the cash and spend it elsewhere for now. I might get myself a couple more militia. I'll definitely get one here, just to push these pirates out of these ports. Not sure if getting one here will allow me to put it in Barbados. That might be a bit of a pain in the ass to move over there, because I'll need a navy to do it. Coming back to the Americas here. I would upgrade these, but we're not actually getting the trade from them at the moment, because apparently it's blocked. If we go to the trade here, and this sea route's apparently blocked. What's it blocked by? It's definitely coming all the way through. It's just odd how I think the fact that the pirates are in these ports is affecting the entirety of the eastern trade, like the northeastern trade in America. That's very strange. Oh well, this is a navy that we need to worry about. And how I'm going to deal with it, I do not know. But what we are going to do is just continue with our plan. They might, however, end up coming in and taking a lot of the eastern seaboard, which would be kind of devastating. But this army isn't huge. It's 5 colonial line infantry, some cuirassiers, a couple of artillery pieces. They do land on the eastern seaboard. We should be okay to repel them if I start building my own troops in Philadelphia, for example. I think it's going to basically be reliant on what happens next turn, and then we can make our own decisions as to what we want to do based on that. Alright. Let's just move up this rake.
Stealth is my shield.
And that's it. We'll end the turn. I probably should have got myself a general. I've still got no idea where that Spanish Navy's going. I thought I would know in the next turn. Who was I kidding? That's incredible. Of all the places they could have moved that navy. I thought they were going to go up like the eastern seaboard, like I said. But no, they just went into the ocean in the middle of nowhere. Maybe they'll bring them back when we attack them. Or maybe that Spanish fleet might come back to Europe. If it does, that would be quite a shock. They might invade England. Good old AI. And we aren't defending it, so maybe they will take advantage of that. All the pirates getting together. Well, that's not very good. Oh, and don't tell me I'm going to have to get another unit of these militia there. We've got diamond formation. We're now researching shortened carbines. That's going to unlock Tarleton's light dragoons. Successful missions. Lovely. Unit recruited. Those guys are fine. Right. Let's go ahead and get this unit to attack the port. Push them out of it. Fix that up. We'll do the same here. We'll recruit ourselves some colonial militia to do that. New town emerged. Very nice. Craft workshop, please. Income's not too bad. It will be even better though when we take Bogota, which is what we're going to do next.
Siege them.
Be simple enough. Let's go ahead and I would demand surrender. Okay. I was going to say, but they would just run away with their troops, but we're actually just going to assault it anyway. Yeah, that's fine. They refuse to surrender. Yeah, the issue with asking for a surrender is that like all of the troops that aren't Firelock Armed Citizenry escape, and that's not really what I want to do, because I don't want to make the next army that I fight any stronger. I want to kind of take them on little by little and kill them off that way, rather than forcing them to present a large target. Because if you have these like huge line battles, there's just so many casualties. Whereas if you outnumber them significantly, then you have very limited casualties in comparison. Even like if you think in terms of relative size. So we'll just create a breach. I'll move up my cannons to the breach. And that's how we're going to do it. And where do the breaches actually... I think if we breach this wall, it will create a hole. So have our artillery like so. Unloaded. I'm ready to go. As for the rest of our troops, they are really not lined up very well. Right, that is fine. These guys can spread out as well. End the deployment. Smash this wall. Speed it up. Quite a lot of men on this wall. Why are they not using the cannons? Oh, they are. Gonna take us a little while to break this down though. While I'm speeding up so much. We might do quite a lot of damage to some of these colonial line infantry. Especially when we damage it at 50%. Like a couple of the men there got taken out. Nice. Good damage. Now we just got to take down the wall completely. The cannons will have stopped firing at us, although I say that and they're still firing. What I'm going to do is after I make a breach here, is maybe attack the edge of the fort, this corner, so to disable these cannons as we advance. Come on, cannons. Make this breach. Okay, that's fine. Now target this left side. I'm actually going to have these guys limber up though. Reason being I want to move them towards this breach. Which they are going to stand behind. Right, and I chose 3 units to come over here. So that I could cut off or kill any men who decided to come out. And then we'll have the the cannons in between them like that. These guys are just going to be sort of in reserve, I think, on this side. I'm going to turn off their fire at will so they don't shoot their teammates in the back. I might be a little bit careful of going too close to this wall, honestly. Let's put these guys into square if we're going to get charged. Why are they not firing? Come on, men. You fire by rank, you silly billies. Oh, that was their general. Okay. Sure. Gonna have these guys stop firing. These guys should also probably stop firing. That's fine. Right, let's unload these guys. Put them onto canister. And we will fire through this breach. I don't think we're close enough, actually. That's kind of awkward. Let's just speed it up. Maybe that'll move some dudes closer. No? That's awkward. Let's pick them up again if we can. This might end up bugging them out if I keep doing this, so I need to be careful. We'll move forwards a bit more. I'll have these guys tucked up like so. Alright, this should enable us to do quite a lot of damage. Yeah, nice. So without even actually attacking them, we can just kill half of their men before we even go through the breach. Basically what I'm trying to do here. I'll just stand there and take it. I love how they're confident and fresh, even though they are getting absolutely wrecked. Why are these guys not firing though? Weird. There we go, that's more like it. I had to like manually target in front of them to actually make them fire. How have they not run away? That is some crazy morale right there. 9 men left. They've just been absolutely destroyed. They still haven't decided to run away. Alright, let's just stop these guys from firing. We're going to have some men try and come through. And then what I'm going to do is maybe try and bait them to like follow me back out again. If I can do that, then we're in a good position. Let's just charge forwards into them. Leader there with his cutlass going right in for him. Okay, for some reason they are... Oh, there we go. Okay, let's move over this way. If I move over like so, we can then continue to shoot at them as they come across. Nice. Perfect. Although my dudes are about to rout, so that kind of sucks. Yep, they're gone. For absolutely no reason. I mean, we were slaughtering them. I'm just gonna canister my own dudes, I don't even care. I don't deserve to live, that was a shameful display. I'd be quite happy if I get away with just losing one unit anyway. This is actually ridiculous, how much damage we've done. And what the hell? Out of nowhere, the Firelock Armed Citizenry coming in and attacking my cannons. What the hell? That's incredible. Oh, whatever, we got rid of those. That's just insane. Just climb up this wall and attack the frontiersmen that way. Lovely. Job done. I think the frontiersmen are actually half decent in melee combat, actually. Yeah, those guys are just going to go and take the centre for us. That's it. That's victory. End the battle there. A heroic victory. Not for the guys who went through the breach first, though. Absolute waste of space they are. Alright. So let's go ahead and fix this up. My rake can now move up to like Antigua, Guatemala. We do have this rake sort of already here that can start to move up that way as well. Not too bad. It just really sucks that, yeah, we lost an entire unit because of that. Because of our terrible morale. We already started to build that up, so we can get rid of both of those messages. So that is nice. We now have a little bit more income. Nothing too significant. I mean, it should be a little bit more because of obviously these being gold mines, but I think if our American trade is cut off, we just get like no income, which is really, really annoying. Don't really have a military port here. I thought I probably wouldn't need one, but I definitely do. But since we are building a new navy to wipe out Spain, hopefully, if that takes place, we will then be able to use this large army, or navy, sorry, to go and destroy some of the pirate fleets in the Americas. Right, what I'm going to do is we're going to add some 5th rates to the queue. And once the 5th rates are done in 4 turns, that's when the navy can move out. Right, this guy needs to get in there. This guy can continue towards Texas. Oh, that's a full stack.
Yes, my lord.
Maybe I'll need these dudes after all. Or to resolve that. 15 lost. We might have to retreat from that engagement, honestly, if they attack us.
Your Majesty.
I'm definitely going to have to completely team up with all I got to take out that many men.
Ready and awaiting orders.
We do have quite a lot of men ourselves, but probably not worth the risk. Now, one thing I do need to look at is what happens when Prussia declares war on us for the third time. One thing that I need to decide is how I'm going to like use choke points to my advantage, because currently Hanover is a fantastic defensive settlement because the Swedish attack it, the Prussians attack it, and they try and break through there. Same with Munich, because it's like so far ahead of the rest of the settlements. That's where they're going to try and attack. So what I need to do is try and figure out a way that I can take more settlements off the enemy and then sort of provide places that they will likely attack. And the best bet I can see is taking Vienna and Breslau, and then by holding those, the Poland Lithuanians will likely just butt their heads into those two settlements. One issue I do see though is that if we end up bordering the Ottomans, they might not want to trade with us anymore. Although currently that doesn't really matter because the trade is not getting through. Worth thinking about though. We need to prepare for the next European war. Currently we have peace, but I'm not sure how long that's going to last. Okay. Did we end up building those guys? We are currently building them this turn. Got 4,000 left to spend. Not used to just having spare cash. I'm really not. I guess the best thing to do, right, would just be upgrade the buildings in like England, because this is where we get the best tax rate, I think, out of most of our places. Actually, France is 27%. There's Munich, actually. I think we'll upgrade France. That's going to go from 1,200 to 1,400. That's probably a better purchase. That's a good purchase. And we'll do that as well. Yeah, so we'll sort of upgrade some of the buildings in France, and then that will improve our income quite significantly. It'll be quite nice. Interesting how France is almost fully Protestant though. Either way, that has unfortunately been my time. And that's where I'm going to leave it. So in the next episode we might finally move on with this navy, but it's unlikely because it takes 4 turns, and normally we don't get through 4 turns in one episode. This we need to get rid of. That is not good. I could probably just build like a weaver's hut there actually, because we do have an agent here converting to Protestantism already. What we could do with this navy actually is jump towards Port Royal. However, I'm a little bit worried because we don't really have a port to stop at in the meantime. And therefore they will get caught out. Oh well, like I said, it has been my time. I am going to have to leave it here. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.